I am super excited that Jane has rejoined. And I threatened to sing the song Reunited about Peaches and her, but she said don't do it, don't you dare do it. So I'm Van.
I'm Jane.
Back at our Carpenters.
Baby Boomers can do.
Oh, we have not done that in a month of Sundays. All right, so we now have the chairs that go along with the table. All right, so what I got to do is we did go by the customer and they picked out, what did you do with the thing?
It's over there behind the camera.
Okay, so they picked out, dark walnut and special walnut. So the table's gonna, the table's gonna be special walnut and the chair's gonna be dark. So, I've got to first rub this down with some 4/0 steel wool. It's a very fine steel wool. Then I gotta wipe it down and make sure there's not any steel wool debris. Anyway, I think this is day 8. 8? I think it's day 8. Working on the table. Now we're starting to work on the chair. So enough of that. We'll get to work. So I'm rubbing these down. The reason is with this 4/0 steel wool is so that the seine will adhere better. After I do this, though, I have to wipe them down and then apply the stain. There's 2 ways you can apply the stain. Either you can do it with a brush, or you can do it on a rag. Some people prefer to do a rag, so they feel like they have more control. But in this situation, I'll probably have to do a rag. So I'm not gonna bore you with what we're doing. And Jane, once she gets a full coat of what she's doing, then she has to wait like 20 minutes before she can start actually taking a rag and stripping it out. But anyway, we're not gonna bore you. You've seen us do this before. Jane has stripped. She's got to wait 30 minutes before she can come back. You know, she got it's a zipper stripper, and she's now got to wait 30 minutes to start trying to see what she gets. She got mostly use a rag and some putty knife. All right, now I'm through sanding just the legs, and I'm going to use the air hose to blow off the excess steel wool. Now staining time again. Okay, so again, always blow up your gloves like a balloon so your hand will slip in, because I'm getting ready to stain and I need gloves on for staining. Now, again, this is a special walnut stain, blowing up my other glove. And I'm going to be using foam brushes, right? Foam brushes for this. So, alright, I'm going to go with this size. It's a 2-inch. I'm going to put in here, I need my box of rags. I'm going to go retrieve my box of rags. Got them. Alright, so here we're going to try this, see what happens. Just kind of dip it about 1/3 of the way. Probably going to get my head in the way. This is the last leg that I am staining. What I've learned to do is start at the bottom and go up. Uh-oh. And my foam brush fell apart. I got to get another foam brush. Jane is now stripping the goofy stuff off the chair. bottom go up. Because with these foam brushes, they have such a certain amount of stain in them, they drip. Can do this with a rag. I'll do this and I'll move the camera over to watch what Jane is doing.
Well, it's dry too fast.
Alright, so you just got to put some extra goop and stuff.
Yeah, this is just.
So you don't have to wait 20 minutes.
Well, I think the air conditioning is making it dry too fast.
Okay.
It's too dry.
So that's basically it for my part. Gotta go find the top. And when you're keep from splattering yourself, you put a rag over the top, go grab a rubber hammer, and you tap around the edges. Okay, you don't want to do it in the middle or you'll bend your can to the top. Alright, so that's what I've got for right now. Now I got to move the camera over. And let's go watch Jane. Jane has realized maybe this air conditioner that I have installed in here in the garage, try to keep it a little cooler than 100 degrees, that it seems to dry this out quicker.
Yeah, it's
So, where's your box of rags? All right. All right, so she's putting another coat. We don't know how many layers of what is on this, and we don't know what the wood is. On one thing, this stuff's pretty tough to get off, whatever it is.
like you scrape it and you haven't done anything.
That's right. Going along with this putty knife that I cleaned off, and I'm trying to scrape off this black paint, which is pretty tough stuff. Wow. Well, Jane has tackled the chair situation, which is, we don't know what kind of black paint they use, but this is tough stuff.
It is.
I'm tempted to think, if we think this is a hardwood, to take this thing in the backyard with a power nozzle on a water hose and see if we can spray it off. But mine's had some time to kind of dry. When you see the shininess of the stain, that means you have an abundance of the stain, and you need to remove as much as possible. And this is feeling real sticky. Alright, there's some places I can already see that I'm going to have to sand a little more. Oh. Who she's talking to is Buddy the dog. is that they painted these
Black
chairs
paint.
black. It's just tough. I mean, next chair, because we're having to go through so many racks and so much material, the next chair I'm going to have to open up the garage door and go with a premium stripper that looks like this. Right? Looks like this. And it's real smelly, very powerful. And I got away from it because the fumes are terrible. But we're going through so many rags, and I'm also trying to use this all steel wool that we're just going through too much material. So we're going to try to finish this for this evening, and then wow, we're about to go out of town though. Sometime.
3 days. And it eats through your gloves.
Because we were going through so many rags and so much material and gloves, I just finally decided, we had to let the garage door open, and I did go to this type stripper. Right now, too bad we ain't got smell-o-vision, because it is strong. Right, so we'll have to throw away all the used rags. Bag it up and put it in the garbage can, because we can't leave it in the garage. It would too much of a chance it could possibly smother. But anyway. But you're supposed to actually put it in a metal can, but we don't have a metal can. So I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes already. It's starting to bubble up. And we've been working on this for an hour, at least an hour. And just, unfortunately, my favorite product just can't handle whatever they put on this. So I'll come back out in about 15-20 minutes and scrape this off. I have waited, wow, strange thing with the lights. Anyway, I've waited like 30 minutes, and now I put that real powerful stuff, so I had to open up the garage door, cut the air conditioner off, and getting ready to turn on the fan to blow the fumes out. So this is what it looks like when I scrape it off. All right. It's doing better. Alright, so I am going to spray down some of this goop gone to help. Alright, so this is all I'm doing for today. It's just you got to watch these fumes. You got to have adequate ventilation. So I've been using rags, I've been using steel wool, trying to get this stuff off, whatever it is. It must be some kind of lacquer type black paint, I guess. I don't know, but it is tough to remove. But the wood underneath is gorgeous. So this is doing a lot better. I forgot that I have my double cylinder. Ooh, this has been some tough stripping. We're still not through with this chair. We're going to have to just go down a different avenue. I love my citrus stripper, but whatever this chair has on it, that ain't touching. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to start early in the morning and have the garage door open, because this stuff is real strong. So that's what the first layer of stain on the legs looks like. Got to do some light sanding and then put another layer of stain on the legs. So we're getting there, but we are you know, dealing with some old furniture and some chairs that have something lacquer black or something. But this is what the material looks like. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think it's like mahogany because of the color. Not sure. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to call it quit. I'm Van, the Backyard Carpenter. Baby Boomers can too. Jane has just decided to get away from these fumes. So until we do day 9, this is it for today.